Hello everybody. It's your boy Aski back at it again. This time we are back at the Tarisland Discord server. Let's see the new development update that came out today by our lovely friend Jeya. Right, so here we go. This time I bring updates related to rate and class balance. Weep! Nice! That's good. Let's see. So, the rate experience optimization. So the question is, the design mechanism of raids are alright, but if I fall behind in some level, oh, I think they explained that yesterday, right? So no one will team up with me. It's hard to play, even if I only slightly fall behind in progress. By the way, random teams may easily fall apart. They really need an experienced team leader. Players who aren't very social might not have a great time. I hope the development team can make some changes since not everyone is a hardcore player. Right, so yesterday we did review this, something similar to that. Not just a raid, for anything, including just dungeons or even exploration, achievements, collections, things like that. There'll always be hardcore players. Don't get asked you wrong. But in the end, you gotta balance for both casual and hardcore. In a way, it is difficult. So some games, some MMORPGs still create certain dungeons or versions. In this case, most likely challenge modes will be the difficult ones, and the elite dungeons and normal dungeons will be pretty alright for everybody. And so are the inscribed levels. Now, based on the sociable parts, the thing is, you're not expected to, one shot clear tough contents. You expect to fail a lot, or at least sometimes. In a sense, you gotta force the socialization. It doesn't mean socialization equals hardcore. You need to put in some effort because it is an MMORPG. Otherwise, it'll be like a single player RPG instead. Alright, so dungeons are the soul of Tarisland. Yep, such is the way of theme park MMOs out there. So in previous playtests, we saw that everyone enjoyed the dungeon gameplay. We also gathered a lot of feedback on things like intervals between dungeons, difficulty levels, and dungeon matchmaking. Right. So usually it's the Trinity. So there's always one tank, one healer, and two to three TPS in this case. And the thing is, whether they will come out raids that require more players, that is in the future, right? Right, so to improve the experiences in dungeons, we are planning the following improvements. Alright, let's see. So first in the upcoming official launch. Oh yeah, the official launch. So we don't have the news on the launch yet. We have rumors from Chinese brands or service that Global might have a more delayed release. But overall, right in the game is released to the public. Everyone gets to experience and enjoy the game altogether. Okay, so we adjust the schedule of raids to ease everyone's nerves and provide better gaming experience. Now, will the developers do it such that since they are splitting the servers based on regions, will each server have their own dedicated time zone for the raids? Like after work for people that are working or schooling, right? Because not everybody will have the couch experience to lay down, enjoy the game 24/7. That'd be impossible. So we also took the difficulty of raid bosses, aiming to make it easier for new players, while considering the experiences of users who play on both mobiles and PCs. Yeah, we talked about that the previous time. So ultimately, our goal is to ensure that everyone, regardless of the gaming proficiency or device use, can enjoy the thrill of raiding. Yeah, that'd be cool because lots of people asking how will the mobile experience be. PC will be the standard PC one. You have your few buttons for the skills. It's not like certain MMORPGs where there's tons of roles of actions do. It's just simply the same feel with maybe more advanced key skills once you trigger certain conditions, things like that. So for phone users, since they need to press a lot, that'll be interesting to see when the TBT comes out, the beta test. Hmm. And yeah, if it's hard to control the game, then the difficulty spikes up no matter how good you are. So that makes sense. Mm-hmm. So we'll take the dungeon matchmaking mechanism by expanding the team lobby feature. Ooh, is that something like a looking for sort of lobby? The teams for elite dungeons, arcane realms, and raids can be matched across servers on the same day they open, so as to liven up the teaming scene. Match across servers. Oh, actually, that's good. So basically, it will be something like a auto matchmaking system or combination of both WoW and F14. Not the auto matchmaking. It's more like half of the FF14 party finder discussion board and the usual matchmaking maybe in a lobby. That would be interesting. We shall see. Not sure why that will be. Surprise us. That's the way it goes. We want surprises. Bring something new, something fresh. Not too complicated, of course. And we'll see how the players like it or not. Thing is, even before the game comes out, they are taking in lots of feedback. So that's good. So we will get rid of the company limits, hoping that players have more freedom. Freedom! Let's go! Do team up and help each other. That's good. Right. We might bring things like power boosting and things like that. Hopefully not, right? In the end, this game boasts about being friendly to play. Not sure we'll be full free to play. Most likely not. They will end their backs after all. So class experience optimization. Let's see. So after the beta test, the biggest issue seemed to be lack of balance between classes and PvP, which makes the game less fun to play. I really hope the development team will listen to our opinions. Take some time to work on the balance in different classes and improving the gameplay. Gotta keep it out. Yeah, so what we can do as players of the games eventually, when the game is out, record it, feedback on the forums, discuss since there's so many class channels back here. You can see some of the class balance are pretty bad. For example, Aski is gonna play priest, and the priest discussion is all about, how bad it is in PvP. The thing is, all healer class for my red is pretty bad, other than being revival bot. Let's hope we see some difference in the upcoming, testing. Have some fun with both PvE and PvP. Well, experiences that we can share. The experience. Yes, everybody will be trying out different classes. Some people will try everything. We will most likely try to get with healer. We like to support in the MMORPGs or other games, so that's what we're gonna do. Yeah, buff the priest! Or you can buff the ranger, the paladin, warrior, mage, or nerf this, nerf that. I think it's not gonna make a big difference, because in the end, games are meant to be broken. That's like rules. I guess classes will never be balanced. Like, there's nothing. There's no games, no MMORPGs that are truly balanced. There will always be a bit of, you know, cock up in a sense. either too strong or too weak. And the balance patches will come here and there, right? The power creeping, since this is also most likely a more seasonal type of MMORPG, where patches will power creep each time. For the gear, you ever know there's max level boost, things like that? Or maybe new systems upcoming. You never know. That is something to speculate. So, let's see. So first of all, we have been working on the balance. Based on the feedbacks from the last test, we'll make adjustments to class talent and PvP attributes. Yep, those are the things that affect the PvP or the arenas, let me see. And fix any imbalances in damage and PvP performance across all classes. Currently, it's like 3v3. Maybe in the future, there'll be big battlegrounds, like 10 players or more. Who knows? Probably 1v1, things like that. Some classes, I don't think it's gonna work 1v1. Imagine a healer versus a pure DPS, and tanks are pretty OP at the moment. So they do need to tune a bit on tanks, I guess. Everybody agrees on that. They can DPS, they can tank, they can heal. We shall see. Alright, so we'll first fine-tune the experience of tank healing. Yeah, the first word, tank. There we go. Healing and damage specializations to make sure they have equal share of getting resources in different modes. Yeah, because not all classes can do all three roles, right? So tanks, they can self-heal, but they're not really full actually heal, you know. They can heal other people. Not sure if they can. That'll be a bit too OP. And heals, they can just heal. They can't really do much damage, unfortunately. Unless they are bats. Then, yeah, that's a bit more OP in the sense. Maybe if that's the case, they can buff up a bit of damage, or maybe make certain skills, you know, further buff the allies from that. That's a poor support. It's quite damage specializations. Everybody is having fun with the DPS from what I see already, so that's good. So, in terms of arena, once again, we are going for level playing field. Currently, they are doing it a fair play system. So, whatever equipment, maybe only arena PvP stated equipment will affect. Everything else is all standardized balance stance. So it's more on your skills and latency, of course. Hopefully the latency is good. That's something everybody will test. So we'll now play is the switch between specializations and ultimates in the preparation stage. Yep, I mean all games do that, so that's a good start. But they will not be able to do after battle starts. Yeah, that would be a bit too game breaking. Imagine you can DPS and crazy and change to the tank mode and you just don't take any damage and heal back and back to DPS when the cooldowns or when the favor goes against the opponent team. That'll be bad. So, hope this design can improve the balance and strategy planning. Yep. Maybe it's like a rock, paper, scissors system where if you are at the right specialization or the ultimates, might I say, it might counter the others. So you gotta make a guess sometimes, and you gotta play well, of course, in terms of fair play. Right? Everybody have an edge over the other, or have a chance to survive or support and clutch it. That's the dream of supporters in games. Alright, let's rate some of the commands down here. Right, I like the changes in inclusion. Any players get locked out because they fall behind. Yeah, falling behind, it happens, right? Thing is, if you're putting in all efforts, you definitely deserve more currency at least. And more progression in a sense. RNG things like rare mounts, rare items, those are RNGs, and most of the time they don't really affect the gameplay. More of aesthetics, right? Or things that you can rave to the others that you done it. Like achievements. Yeah. So, dungeons I need to solve. but the biggest focus of players is PvP. Oh, that is very different compared to the other MMORPGs out there. Usually are more PvE oriented. Maybe in this game it's more PvP, so that's a very special thing to have. Hmm. In MMORPGs are both PvE and PvP. You can really spread it just to dedicate to one side of the player base. You gotta do it for both, right? You have to have both PvP and PvE modes. I think currently there is no world PvP, which is good. Because I don't think the maps are that big yet, that huge. I might be wrong. So, especially PvP Arena. Various maps. I'm pretty sure they will add in more minutes and more moons. Don't you worry about that, hopefully. So, that speed. Oh, that is a very big crater. So, what he says is, I don't agree with raids being easier. They were already very easy last beta in punks and they got nerfed by 15% after a day. There are 3 difficulties to raids. Yep, so I guess that's normal, the elite and the challenge mode. But the lowest difficulty should be fairly easy, the second and third should be more challenging. So he tried the beta in punks and they got nerfed. Yeah, so 15%, that's a bit too much. Should let it a few days, but if everybody can clear, since the development team should keep track on how many teams globally, like who in which region or who in the whole world, right? Manage to clear the brands based on the difficulty. If there's too many people clearing it, then yeah, no, you need to tune it up a bit. And vice versa for the other side. If it's too hard, maybe let it, let the strategy flow, let the communication run, let people theory craft. So players should be able to change their specs and ultimates. Yep, that is fine. Every team with a healer was swap to tank. Literally what I said. And healer specs with revives every time. The revive board dream, let's go. And they face a triple DPS competition. Yeah, that is rough. So it's now all DPS. Unlike PvE, there's no tree. It's just who deals the most damage, who bursts it right. You time it out, time it right, coordinate the burst, and kaboom! If one, so it's a bit like WoW in that sense, which is not very good in terms of skills or in terms of the nerf of the players. You gotta try make it not complex, definitely. It's currently quite simple. But I think it's the balance is just not there for PvP anymore. We need to optimize so that every class play the part of their own identity. That's right. Like tanks be tanks. So usually tanks are distractors. They CC, they are like the CC bots in a sense. And they stand in the front line. Healers, buff support, clutch it at the right moment, heals, debuffs, things like that. And positioning. DPS, positioning, and pew pew pew. Or slap away, I guess. It's not a bad feeling that raids. So everybody are saying raids will be too easy. Yeah. I would say make it hard. Or maybe in the future when they try and think it's too easy, they create that mode. The danger mode that is just hard. Like ultimate for F14. Where there's no way everybody in the world will be able to, clear it. Make that an achievement in a way. Nerf Shadow Assassins. There we go. So Zing, another popular creator in this sphere currently is saying, first of all, they'll be working on balancing the classes based on feedbacks and the latest tests. I kind of wish some people don't really understand because it's very big. Well, my friend, in the end, the game have already come out. Right? Everything is all theorycraft. And it's all based on, baseless expectations. We can expect high or lows. By the end, we all got to step in. right? Let everybody, let the huge numbers of players play it, feel it, and share their experiences. That would be the best. Of course, we want to make it as fine-tuned by feeding all the positive and the negative to improve. But usually it takes time. Not sure if they can make it all to fruition by the official game release, but we shall see. Yeah, lots of great comments from Zing as always. It's a great change. Yeah, I agree as well. Dungeon matchmaking, yeah, this is fine as well. So it's more likely point 1 and point 4 people will have the opinion, I would say. Same goes as asking, right? Too easy? No, everybody's gonna just play the game for a week and goodbye! Too hard. People will just give up. Gotta make a balance to make sure everybody, make friends, carry craft together, relieve the old MMO experience while making things, easy and fair for everybody in the modern gratification ways. I just say. And Juno says, nah, freeze DPS, necro DPS, and mage clearly needed buffs. You like what I say? I mean, you have the holy man with the holy stick, the death lady with death stick, and mage, which is just an elemental stick. So all the stick classes rejoice, they might hopefully be buffs if everybody says they need buffs. You can dream, you can hope. Right, Under SSC may need more names. Now in the end, classes, we just play what we like, right? What we believe, where you want to put yourself to stand for in games, what you'd like to, be a part of for the dungeon raid experience. What you dream to be in the fantasy setting, that's another thing. Alright, I think lots of comments. But yeah, so this is the developer update for the day, right? Day by day, things are getting close. Hopefully, the day when it comes, everybody will enjoy the game. That's the dream, right? And yeah, so that's it for this session from Odaski. We are eagerly waiting for the game to come out. And yeah, when it does, hope to see you guys in the game. Enjoy it. Alright. As always, remember to spread peace, love, joy, and harmony to yourself, your friends, your family, and everybody around. And ASCII will see you guys the next time. Peace!